It's always a dark day whenever you have to come to the defense of someone who makes god-awful trite music that makes you want to vomit profusely whenever you have the misfortune of being in the same room it's played in. But when someone is unjustly attacked, they're unjustly attacked, and that doesn't exempt them from any defense when they are unjustly attacked, which is the case here with Harry Styles. You see, a few days ago, Harry Styles was featured on the cover of Vogue magazine, which is apparently a substantial thing because he is the first male to be featured on the cover of Vogue magazine in 100 plus years, but also the reason this is being talked about is because Harry Styles wore a dress on the cover of Vogue magazine. Yes, this is a controversy in 2020. How sad, but you have people like Candace Owens saying, bring back manly men, this is an attack on masculinity. Ben Shapiro saying essentially the same thing. Men are supposed to be masculine. You know, Ben Shapiro, 5'3", can't grow facial hair to save his fucking life. He's the one that's apparently the arbiter of masculinity now. But, anyways, a lot of people are freaking the fuck out over the fact that Harry Styles is wearing a dress, and I cannot see the issue for the life of me. A lot of people seem to think this is some new attack on masculinity. Harry Styles donning a dress will be the decay of Western civilization, will be the thing that destroys masculinity as we know it. Oh my god, how fucking scary. But you do know musicians being androgynous is nothing new at all, right? Like, look at fucking David Bowie. Back in the early 70s, he was donning dresses. Look at the cover of Man Who Sold the World, an album from 1970 fucking one. On the cover, David Bowie is wearing a dress. This is nothing new. Men have been doing this for a very, very long time now, and many popular artists of decades before have been very androgynous and have been doing way more than Harry Styles did on this cover, let me tell you. But that's fine. Why is this bad? My biggest takeaway from this controversy is that there is still a frightening number of men out there who are so insecure that they can't handle seeing another man be happy and express themselves the way they choose to, because oh knows the way that they choose to express themselves supposedly goes against some perceived set of bullshit socially constructed norms that society continues to uphold. We have certainly not moved past the times of David Bowie, because back when he was doing his thing, people were freaking the fuck out like they are right now with Harry Styles saying, this is the decay of Western civilization, this is going to destroy masculinity as we know it, and here we are, decades upon decades later, we're still having these same discussions, we still have these same people freaking the fuck out, fear-mongering, saying this is supposedly going to destroy civilization as we know it, and it's gonna keep happening until we finally dismantle these stupid norms that we place upon men and women in this society. Like, you would think all these stupid fucking MRA fucks would come to the defense of Harry Styles and say, why are you shaming him? He is expressing himself the way that he chooses to, but these people who supposedly give so much of a shit about men's rights are the ones that perpetuate these very same norms that harm men. They supposedly hate gender roles that men are assigned and want men to be the way they want to be, but they still chastise these men who go against these, again, perceived set of bullshit norms that society wants to still uphold, and say, nope, this person is wearing a dress and they're born with a penis, so fuck them, they don't meet our definition of masculinity. You're contributing to the harm that you so wish to dismantle. And I also see women freaking the fuck out over this, like, again, Candace Owens, but I saw under Candace Owens' replies, other conservative, of course, women saying, if any woman likes Harry Styles being in a dress and finds that attractive, they're not a real woman. They don't have the taste of regular women. So now what a woman personally finds attractive dictates whether or not they are a real woman. Yeah, makes a ton of sense, doesn't it? And I bet you the very women who are saying this are the same women who say, we don't need feminism, stop it with that feminism crock of bullshit, because we have our rights, we can vote, we can hold down jobs, we could live independently if we choose to. Why do you crow on about feminism still? It's because of the harmful thought processes that linger in your head still. You have this toxic mindset where whenever someone skews ever so slightly away from the set of gender norms society loves oh so much, they are worthy of being chastised in mass. You're not a real man. You're not a real woman. It places people who want to buck these bullshit trends and want to be themselves in a box where they feel like they can't be who they want to be. They have to suppress who they really are in fear of judgment from society and in fear of rejection by society because of these bullshit norms that we continue to uphold. It has a real and harmful effect on many, many people in this world, and I wish more people would just fucking understand that, instead of continuing to uphold these norms, because, oh, this is what we're used to, and whatever we're not used to is bad, so we must chastise that. Fuck you. I honestly have way more respect for people like femboys and other people who choose to express themselves differently than most of society because they're saying fuck your norms and fuck you if you don't like the way I express myself. I will be who I want to be and I don't care if I get ridiculed for it than I do for people who want to conform to how society expects them to express themselves, especially the manly men who want to give this veneer of masculinity and toughness that they don't have on the inside, but they want to have that projection of masculinity and toughness because they are sad, insecure people on the inside, and they can't express that because they were raised to believe that vulnerability is a bad thing and supposedly not masculine. So they live their lives as these hard shells containing plastic masculinity and plastic toughness that is all just a front. And when you think about it, all these androgynous men are the real masculine ones because they're living their lives the way they choose to live it, and they live their lives not giving a single solitary fuck about what gender conforming society has to say about them. And to me, that is way more respectable than putting on a mask and acting like you're all tough and masculine when in reality, you're not. So anyways, I have newfound respect for Harry Styles. I still hate his music, but hey, he's a huge star and seems to not give a fuck about what society has to think about him expressing himself the way he chooses to, so props to him for that. Double thumbs up to him for that. Also, to conclude, you gotta love how all these conservatives are freaking the fuck out and trying to dictate what Harry Styles can and can't wear, when for months on end conservatives have been like, you can't dictate what I can and can't wear, and that involves not having to wear a mask, so fuck you, you want to take away my freedom. It seems like you want to take away the freedom of people who want to express themselves the way they want to. Just saying, you fucking hypocrites. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.